What's going on, people? It's Reflextra here with the MP5 Russian gameplay. Flawless victory TDM in a new map, Silo. Well, actually it's not a new map, but it feels like a new map for me because I haven't gotten to play in these maps as frequently as I'd like. But anyway, moving on to the important topic of the day. Got a story to tell you guys. Well, actually, it's not even a story, it's just some kind of event. Anyway, I'm just going to get straight down to it. Basically, when I was in high school, I think I was in around, I was probably in year 7. So I was 11 years old. I don't know what grade that would be if you're in the States, but we're in high school and we're doing gymnastics in PE. And my teacher, I think his name was Mr. Older, he had us get into groups and we had to practice this gay routine, man. It was like, we kind of felt like cheerleaders, man. We like jumping over benches and doing cartwheels, super gay, man. But yeah, he put us into groups and I was in a group with a few of my friends. And we were all practicing our routines, and then at the end of the lesson he had us show off our routine to the whole class. And it got to my turn and it got to the point where I had to jump off of the bench and do some jumping star jump in the air, because that was part of the routine. But for some reason I decided to do a jumping high kick like Bruce Lee instead of the star jump, and I just got shouted at, like seriously shouted at. He was like, "Daniel!" Oh crap, I just told you guys my real name. Oh my days, I can't believe I just did that. Next thing you'll be wanting to know my email address, you know, my phone number, the size of my... Yeah, never mind. Anyway, he was like, "Daniel, why do you always have to mess things up? Why can't you do anything right?" And I was thinking, what the hell? I mean, it was a lot for me to take in at that moment. I mean, think about it. I'm 11 years old right there. So, you know, most kids would probably just go away and cry or just ignore it. But, you know, for me, I contemplated. I was asking myself, do I really mess things up all the time? I mean, I couldn't believe he said that because I was in year 7. He'd only known me for a few weeks. So, you know, I didn't agree with his statement, but I did realize that I tend to, like, do things differently and stray away from the conventional way of, like, doing things. I mean, take my commentaries, for example. I mean, you know, 1 minute I'm freestyling, laughing for no reason, telling crazy stories, whereas, you know, most people, they just tend to talk about the gameplay and try and make that as exciting as possible. I mean, I'm not saying that's the wrong way to do it, it's just a common way of doing it. But anyway, I've always used what Mr. Order said to me, sorry, shouted at me, as like a fuel for rage, and as a reminder that I am who I am. I mean, I don't know if you guys you might have any kind of repressed memory that you bring up that motivates you. You know, like when you're angry or when you're trying to accomplish something. I actually have several. My best one being Goku's first Super Saiyan transformation, Kamehameha! If you don't know what Dragon Ball Z is, you should just go away. But memories like that, they don't only help motivate you when you're angry, but they can help you like when you're trying to accomplish something serious or when you need some kind of inspiration. I mean this is kind of going off topic, but there was this one line that I always used to say to a girl I was interested in. I'd say, if I'm standing in a crowd of 1,000 who are all shouting your name, will you be able to separate my voice from the rest? And it sounds so cheesy, but obviously the girl, she'd ask, how am I supposed to separate your voice? And I'd be like, oh, well, because I'll be the only one that's not shouting. I'll be screaming your name in my heart. Oh boy, that's a pickup line and a half. It'll get all the fine girls, man. You should try that every once in a while. I know it's cheesy, but anyway, the point is, I've always tried to differentiate myself. The bum lickers, they won't understand why. You know, they'll keep licking bum, following everyone else. Some people call you weird, but sooner or later they'll come to understand that being different it's awesome, man. I mean, whether it's girls, cars, YouTube, a job. I mean, my first car was a 20-year-old 2-liter BMW, whereas most first drivers just pick up like a Volkswagen Golf or something small and compact and easy to insure. My first job was as a ward clerk in a hospital. I mean, it's a pretty high-profile job, man. I mean, I was getting paid £8 an hour, whereas most people just go to like retail chains and, you know, hand out their CVs in JD Sports. But, you know, yeah, the point I'm trying to make is to be different. I mean, there's this famous quote. Well, actually, I don't know if it's famous. I think I read it on a bumper sticker, but it says, be yourself is the worst advice someone can give you. And that is totally true, man. Most people don't even know what they're like. They couldn't tell you their favorite food if they had it every day. I mean, that's just me being honest, man. Some people, like, when they get asked, oh, you know, tell me about yourself, they don't know what to say. And I don't know, I can be like that every once in a while. Sometimes I just have no clue. But the important thing is, don't try to be like anybody else. Always try to be, you know, your own unique person. If that's if that's any good advice, I don't know. I'm just trying to tell you guys, you just need to differentiate yourself. I mean, I look at people's channels on YouTube, and you just see people uploading those 7-second clips and just uploading those commentators to talk about gameplay, trying to get the best stuff they can possibly do, you know, trying to get directors, and it's just too much, man. You guys need to differentiate yourself. So anyway, that's the aim of this commentary, hoping to inspire you guys. Reflextra, hope you enjoyed this flawless gameplay, 22-0 with the MP5. Beast in. Peace.